And the most egregious thing about that was the first person called for flopping was Dirk Nowitzki. The fuck out of here.
Yeah.
They need to, like, double those fines or something. Like, make it hurt. These guys make millions upon millions. You fine them a few grand or like 10 grand isn't really gonna make it hurt. Make it hurt.
That's not even my problem. My problem is just fucking do it.
Yeah, at least call it. Like, they're just like, it wasn't a flop. He tripped over the line painting.
Live in game, it's hard to do. I think they should review it, have like a set of metrics for what constitutes a flop, and then fine players with a percentage of their salary. So you're not killing the guys that aren't making a whole lot with, like, if you're making it, because if you make a set amount, it's punishing the role players way more than punishing the superstars. And you can't do that because the superstars already get away with murder. So you have to make it tethered to their paycheck. Like,
more breaking news.
What's up?
More breaking news. Miami Dolphins extend cornerback Xavier Howard with a 5-year, $76.5 million extension, which makes him the highest paid cornerback in the NFL.
Really?
What the fuck are you doing, Miami?
Seriously.
Wait, for real?
For real? Like, Xavier Howard's good. Like,
Wait,
is
that,
he...
That number, one more time.
5 years, 76.5.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I can confidently say, I believe he's a top 5 corner in the NFL right now. I don't think any corner's worth 76.5 over 5 years.
But it's just going to keep going up. This is what happens. It's a game in and of itself is one-upping the next person to getting the bigger contract.
I've never felt like this until now. Just remove the fucking salary cap. Just do it. Just let these teams throw all sorts of money at players. Just let it go. Just do it. Because this is getting ridiculous. Because you're seeing these teams be stupid. Let's say, for example, I'm the Oakland Raiders. And I say, all right, Derek Carr, here we go. It's time to negotiate. We feel comfortable giving you 6 years, $200 million. If he's like, I was expecting $25 million a year. You think he's going to say no to that? No. It's not. And then this dooms him because he's going to take that money, and then they got $8 to spend on the rest of the team. Just get rid of the fucking salary cap and let them do what they do. Mm-hmm. If it becomes a problem,
then you're gonna hurt small market teams. Like, I get what you're saying, but at some point you have to let stupid teams be stupid and be punished for it. And this might not necessarily be a terrible move in retrospect, as Tony points out. You know, they could very well be betting against the cap going up, and it's gonna. You know, obviously, it's with inflation, it's gonna go up. And you know, he did well. But to say he's definitely top 5, I think is a little bit of a stretch right now. Potential top 5, certainly. But he's very young. So to be giving him that kind of money, you know, it's I don't like it, but I also can't say it's like the worst move I've ever seen.
Like I said, I think if I were to look and think about who's in my top 5 in terms of corners, I think he's in there. I think he might be 4. At least 5, maybe the 4th best. But
I don't think so. I've got a solid number of corners, and let me pull this up because I was just looking at PFF for some reason, so I'm gonna pull up PFF's top corners. We got Gilmore from the Patriots.
Okay.
King 2 from the Chargers.
Okay.
Chris Harris Jr. on the Broncos. Kareem Jackson, Houston Texans.
Okay.
Byron Jones, your guy.
Yeah, he's really good. Problem is, he's he would be my top 5 as both a safety and a corner. Problem is, you need to stick him at one position.
Well, I guess that's true, but you want that versatility, man.
Is he a corner or is he a safety?
On this list, he doesn't even crack the top 25.
How old is that list?
This is from January of this year.
That list is wrong.
I don't necessarily agree with it. I think he's definitely top 20. But to say he's top 5, I don't agree with. And I get they're betting on him continuing to play at that level. But I feel like you reward what has actually happened. So I probably would have stuck it at, so they give him 5 for 75. So that's what, like 18 a year?
That's 15.
15 a year, right? Yeah. Math, not my strong suit. I probably would have given him 12 and a half.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I would be comfortable doing 55 to 60. But,
yeah, and I think he would have taken that. Although maybe not, though, because the Dolphins, are a team that just went through a lot of major changes. They don't look like a hugely popular free agency option right now. However, they don't have income tax in Florida, so you can offer players less. So
the NFL is weird.
That's more of an overpay.
No, the NFL is weird because you're paid as an independent contractor, kind of. So if you play let's say you're the Dolphins and you have to play the Chargers and you have to play the Rams, you're paying LA taxes twice that season. So you pay the taxes of where you're playing that week.
Okay, so you're still playing in Miami more than anyone else.
Right.
So that's still a big percentage. That's still
but
if
Texas,
you're considering 75 overall, that's still probably $1 million at least that you're saving.
Texas doesn't have state income tax either, right?
No, they do not.
Then I'd rather play for the Texans or the Cowboys.
That's why in
Dwight Howard
went there in Florida.
And
there's no income
then he
tax.
was miserable in LA.
He told them they had to up his money because of how much they were taking out in tax. He's like, yo, you got to pay me more. They're taking too much out. He's like, I don't think you understand how tax works. The further you go up, the more you're paying back, mother. That's not going to work.
Unless you're a corporation, but that's not our podcast.
Well, he's not in corporation, that's for damn sure.
I mean, he could be. All you got to do is slap Inc. and register as one. There you go. Dwight Howard Inc.
Yeah, I guess.
Why not?
Anyways, so let's get back to what we were talking about. Why does Joel Embiid fall down so much? It's because they don't even enforce the fucking rule they have. That's it.
Well, they're all fucking
My
giants.
point on that was tie the fines to the salary. Make it a percentage. It can't be 1%. That's way too high. But
wait, 10% of their game check, right? Not their total. Because if you're all right, 10%. So someone like Jimmy Butler, I don't know what his contract is. Let's say he's making $25 million a year. You're not going to take $2.5 million every time he flops, right? It's just going to be 10% of that game's check.
It's got to be. I mean, if it's not, that's a pretty good deterrent to stop it.
I think the smarter thing would be to suspend them without pay.
You flop 4 times in a year, you owe $10 million.
Right?
So, yeah, that's a pretty high incentive to stop it.
But then,
I also think that it should come with ejections. I think suspensions. You're fined up to once you've hit 3. If you hit 3, now you're losing a game. If you get to 6, you're out for 2 games. If you get to 10, you're taking a week off, dude. Figure it out. Figure out how your feet work under you, and then you can come back and play with the big boys. But for right now, you sit in the corner. You're not getting picked for dodgeball. And
it would obviously, they would call it, and that would just be a regular foul, free throw shots, right? You don't kick them out mid-game because what if the ref has an agenda?
Oh, no. You don't kick them out mid-game. Because I also think that, one, the ref can issue the call. But I think once it comes to suspensions, that's got to be something that would have to be overlooked to make sure that the flop, it really was a flop, to confirm what the refs had seen. And then they could be like, yeah, all 3 of them are a flop. That's 3 in a row. You're gone for the next game. Yeah. Like some kind of oversight process. Because a ref could definitely call it on somebody if they just feel like it.
Tim Donaghy? Like,
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I feel like if you add in suspensions, it could just kind of, it could get over the top. There's going to be controversy if there's a missed one. If you just attack their paychecks, I think you'll get the same result and not have to.
Oh no! You hit their paycheck too.
I think you start to increase it as they do it more and more. If they hit, as you're saying, 3 or 5 or something, boom! All of a sudden, it jumps from 5% of your game check to 10%, 10% to 20 once you hit 10, and that's through the season. That's not like in a game. You're
definitely
through the season. I think that's. I think you saw flopping right there. Like I don't think any of them are like, oh yeah, let me flop. That's worth freaking 10% of my pay. No.
Right. Really quickly, just want to go back to that Xavier Howard deal. That's 76.5 with 46 guaranteed.
Damn.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot. That's a big guarantee, but
Jesus. Whew. But in all fairness, name a player on the Dolphins better than him.
Right now, you'd be hard pressed.
The only player I could think of is now a Cowboy.
Oh. They're like, you know what? Fuck it. At least he's here.
Yeah.
Better not let him go or we're not going to have anything.
That's... I mean, they got Kenyon Drake, who's all right.
Yeah, Dan, that's adorable.
That's what he's all right, I said. I didn't say he was great. They should have kept Jay Ajayi.
No. Oh, well.
I don't know. They're looking at a solid tanking season, in my opinion.
I feel like the league should step in and be like, we see what you're doing. This is detrimental to the NFL. We will fuck you over.
With what?
With what? We're going to take away draft picks. That should be... If you are purposefully tanking to the point where you are getting rid of your best players to bring in shit, you should lose draft picks. Don't reward that behavior.
They could just say that obviously they're not getting rid of their best players considering this one contract.
Right. No. I agree. But, so if the Dolphins were 2 games away, or 2 games out of the playoffs, and they're like, all right, we should rebuild, and then they get rid of Tannehill like they did, they just start releasing fucking everyone and their mom. I think the NFL should step in and be like, we see what you're doing. First of all, fuck you. Second of all, your first-round draft pick this year and your second-round draft pick this year are going to go to someone else.
Okay.
Rival team.
Yeah.
You relax there, champ.
No, I hate tanking. I fucking hate purposeful tanking. If you're 12 games in and you're like, all right, we're 4 games out of the playoffs, let's shut this shit down, that's different. But if you go into a season fuck it.
What are you fucking talking about? The Cleveland Browns have been doing that for 2 decades.
They've been trying, though. They've brought in so many people that they thought would work.
Because it's worked so swimmingly well.
What are they supposed to do? They drafted 5 quarterbacks.
Be better.
They drafted 5 quarterbacks that they thought were going to be franchise quarterbacks. They're not
Obviously, this is where you and I have a problem because that's just poor decision making.
Yeah, they're bad at it. They're not trying to lose. They're just doing it.
They are.
You think they're going to waste 5 first-round picks on quarterbacks in the last 10 years